taking the visor off again, remember what I said earlier on, is to always don't handle the actual plastic itself, handle the Velcro like such, take that out, and then reverse around to the other side. As you see, I'm trying always not to put my fingerprints on the actual plastic itself. You then push these back down, just stick it back down. Same on the other side. Okay. What you to do, if you've got a lot of sand on the actual visor, is to quickly just wash it down. You can use a spray bottle, which is a good way to do it. Just spray it off, like push it off like that. You cannot, and then what you must have is a soft rag. The important aspect of all what I'm showing you here is to always go in a downward motion, because on the top of it there is a plastic little bit of tape here at the moment, because we've been asked by the Greyhound Racing Control Board to put an application on the top, which in turn, if you were to clean in this motion, you'll be pushing up underneath the tape. So always go from the larger side to the lower side. What I generally use is, in this case, a soft cloth, but I use a hanky, or you can use something of a soft cloth, glass cleaner, or some other product which is good. What to do is just to put it on like that, and then in a soft motion. Don't push down hard, because what you don't want to be going scratching the actual visor itself. This is why we're looking to have a rigid hard box that you put it back into, so it can be used for a longer period of time. Once again, as I said, I use glass cleaner. You can use that as clear. It doesn't matter if it's blue glass cleaner itself. But as I said, in a soft motion, don't push down hard, because as I said, if you get a little bit of sand or something there, you're going to mark it. And then what you're to do is to put it back in the actual box, cover it up, and then bring it out for the next run. What I've got here is the application to it on an actual nylon muzzle itself. The reason why I've got this here at the moment, I've utilised this for the coursing of my pups, and because of the fact that they shut their head around, move their head around and all that, it causes the scratching of the screen a little bit. This here helps it not to rub up against anything. What I wanted to show you here is this has been utilised quite a bit. As you can see, it's been knocked around, but even though that is very scratched at the moment, the dogs can still see out of that. But when it comes to approval, you'll find that this is as bad as it will get before they'll not approve it to be passed through. The only difference in when applying this to the actual wire muzzle is that the actual thing, when sitting on there, is to be wrapped around, and you'll find that you'll get a little bit more of a gap where it joins up there. With the actual GiaViso itself, during research and all that, our main concern is for the Greyhound. One is the safety of the actual Greyhound was paramount when we were in designing this and putting this together. So what I want to show you is something on impact that we have found that hopefully it won't happen too often, but facts are that they do have accidents within Greyhound racing. It's the flexible type of plastic on top which will not break on impact, and when impact occurs, it will push in against the dog's head and go in the shape of where the accident happens, as you can see, and will then come back. After the accident occurs, you'll find that the visor may be very scratched, and unfortunately that accident is going to cost you maybe the loss of a visor and having to purchase a new visor. The idea of this visor is to help the Greyhounds. We're looking to make a difference for the Greyhounds. It's not all about making $1 here, it's all about making a difference for the actual Greyhounds itself. That's why it's paramount, the safety of the Greyhounds and the well-being of the actual Greyhound's eyes is an important aspect of it. The other thing that I did want to show you people is after usage, after using it for 10 to 15 times. Sometimes this end part will become a little bit fraily. All you to do is just to cut it similar to what I've done with this one which I've used for tiger. Right, as I'll show you here, is that there is just a little bit, it doesn't stick as good. So what we look to do, and you don't have to do it straight away, but if it annoys you something like that, you just cut it like that, and then they don't have that little fraily part. It's not something that you have to do straight away, but sometimes those ends may not stick as good, but you just have to cut it like that. But in my time I haven't had to do that too often, but before I have to change the actual visor over itself.
Hi, my name is Jenny. As Dennis mentioned previously, there are 3 sizes available with the GiaViso eye protector. There is a small GiaViso eye protector which is white in colour and as a general guideline would suit a wire muzzle 8 to 8.5 inches. Then we have a medium-sized GiaViso eye protector which is black in colour and as a general guideline would suit a wire muzzle 8 3/4 to 9 1/4 inches. Then we have a large GiaViso eye protector which is beige in colour and as a general guideline would suit a wire muzzle 9 1/4 to 10 inches. If you would like to purchase a GiaViso eye protector, all sales are available online at our website www.GiaVisoAustralia.com.au.